Well, welcome back to the channel. I need this today. And I thought I'd make one of my little occasional videos about my favourite driving and riding roads. This time I'm on the bike. And we're on the A686, which runs between Penrith and Alston. It carries on from Alston out the other side, I think towards Hexham, that sort of direction. And you join me on the section of A686 travelling from Penrith towards Alston, so that's west to east. And I am just to the eastern side of a village called Langwathby. So those of you that know this road and know this neck of the woods will know that the A686 takes you over Hartside Pass. So I'm going to give you a run over Hartside Pass, and you've seen the Hartside Pass before on some of my videos. It's pretty close to our little place in Penrith. It's nice and easy to get to. It's a cracking road. There are some very challenging corners. A few things you need to be really careful of on the pass itself. I'll talk you through that, but it's got a real variety as the Hartside Pass. It starts here. I mean, this isn't the pass, obviously, this is just the A686. The pass is when it starts climbing up those hills in the distance. Those hills in the distance are the North Pennines. It's a sort of western edge of the North Pennine Hills. So before you get to the pass itself, you've got this lovely flowing section of the 686. I didn't do the first bit from Penrith to Langwathby because it's got a 50 limit. It's very nice, it's a lovely little road, but for the sake of brevity on the video, I thought I'd leave that little bit out. It's just before 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning in August. It's forecast to be a nice day today. Already looking really nice. So I've got the cameras out with me today. I'm making a few videos today. We're going to start off with this run over the Hartside Pass. Now, one of the things you have to bear in mind on the pass itself is there are some classic tightening corners. That's corners that you start off thinking that they are one angle, and they very quickly tighten into a much tighter angle. So be wary of the tightening corners on the pass itself. And the other thing you need to be wary of is that a lot of the right-handers are completely blind, and the temptation is to get up to the centre line, and you see motorcyclists doing this a lot. This is a road that's very, very popular with motorcyclists, especially at weekends. So we'll probably see a few bikes while we're out today, although we're a little bit earlier than a lot of them come out. But you will see motorcyclists taking unnecessary risks into right-handers. They'll pull themselves right up to the white line or even over it without any idea whether there's anything coming the other way or not. And most of the time there won't be, so they'll do it again and again and again. So be really careful with these right-handers. You'll see with my positioning as we go over the pass itself that for most of the right-handers, until we get onto the higher part of the pass, that for most of the right-handers I'll keep a position quite tight into the near side. Keeps me away from any oncoming vehicles, anything that I've not anticipated. So we're just coming into Melmerby now. Melmerby is the last village on the A686 before you get to the Hartside Pass itself. Nice little village. If you want a cup of tea, there's a cafe just up there. Do some really nice cakes. Not that I'm into that kind of thing, you know. The lovely old finger post sign there, the old-fashioned finger post sign. And if you're coming through to ride the pass itself, this is the point at which you need to switch your bike into its more dynamic modes, stiffen up the dampers. In the last 12 months or so, they have extended the 30 limit out. The national speed limit used to start about here. Be really careful if you're coming up here, because I've seen speed cameras parked on this section here. The idea is to get people to slow down coming the other way into the village, but we'll get you going either way. So don't be tempted by that first straight. There's also a 40 leading now to that 30 that didn't used to be. So again, just up to 40, and there's your national speed limit. You can see we're up to the edge of those North Pennine Hills now if you look in the distance. So from here this road becomes much more interesting and challenging. Some of these corners, as you'll see, are tighter than you think they might be. Starting with this one, it's a second gear left-hander. We're into the near side for this. So immediately we're into those corners I was talking about that you don't want to cut. You don't want to cut that one, keep it near side. Very limited view through some of these corners. As you see, people will cut those corners. Rolling on the gas around this left-hander. Now look up ahead, look at this right-hander. Here's your first of your tightening right-handers. So it's a right-hander there, but it gets much tighter here. Keep it near side. Do not cut these until you've got the view. There are some roads, there are some corners higher up the road that you can cut, but this first section, the first 2/3 I would say of this part of the pass, are tree lined, very limited views into and out of these corners. Another one here that tightens up, just get into it and there it is, tightening right up on you. So don't cut into that white centre line until you're almost on the exit of the corner. Now there's a couple of these, it sort of goes left and then right. Now this right-hander tightens up, see there? And then it's immediately into a very tight second gear left-hander. I'm looking through. Back into the near side again because we can't cut that one. Leaving it in second for this left-hander, looking through. See a vehicle up there, I'm not sure where it is, whether it's stopped or whether it's moving. White coloured vehicle. Might have been that sign actually. So again, this is very similar, this. Tightening right-hander. Watch it tighten up here. Just there. Into a very tight left-hander. Second gear. Some of your sports bike riders will be into first gear there. Classic target fixation as I focused on that pothole. So let's see if we can overtake in here. This is one of the few overtaking areas on this section of road. So up ahead, a right-hander. Again, a tightening right-hander. Watch this one. And keep it near side. You can see now that we're sort of above the tree line. So yeah, these right-handers are keeping it near side until we've got the view. Then you can start bringing it out towards the white line or even over it. There. Out towards the centre line. Just set you up for the next one. Now, one thing you'll notice is we've had all these tight corners up to now. There's been very little warning about these corners. Another one here that tightens up a little bit. So when they do warn you about a corner on this road, they really mean it. There's been some kind of oil spill there. So up ahead you can see chevron boards to the right. Remember this one? This has had a few people, I'm sure, over the years. Second gear, very tight, hairpin right-hander. Tighter than it looks on approach, that one. Leave it in second now, looking all the way across. A little bit of gas. Here we can start taking a little bit more, so we can start making a little bit more use of the full width of the road. Stay away from the junction now. Now we're starting to see the summit. So across to the left there, this is Hartside Moor now. Now we're starting to get much more open views across the moor. What a cracking day as well. So looking all the way across to the left, a bit of car coming up, catching. But it looks like there might be a good opportunity to overtake here. I've already clocked it. Without increasing our speed, usually I can just go offside here, past the car. If you look up to the top there, that's where the car park is. It's the Summit car park. here, of course, down to third gear, roll it on a little bit more. Now there's a little section here you need to be very careful of. I have seen quite a few motorcyclists come off on this next right-hander. It's just a little bit tighter than you think it is, and you think you can cut it, but you can't until very late. And we've got the hairpin right here, so where the photographers always park up. So, maybe they'll get a nice picture of us. Might make a good thumbnail. Up to the summit, and at the summit there used to be a really nice cafe up here. But it is worth pulling onto that car park there and looking across the view to the right. You can see all the Lake District fells from up here. Really lovely view. I'll stick the drone up in a minute, show you that view. Then we drop to the other side of the pass. We drop down from the summit towards Alston, and the nature of this road changes dramatically here. It's much more flowing, sweeping. It's a really nice, relaxing road to ride if you're not in a rush. If you are in a rush, potentially it's a very fast road, so be careful. There's a bit of speed enforcement we do up here. Most times you can cut this right-hander, but I've got a car coming towards us here, so we can't. There's the local shop for local people, straight from Royston Vesey. Well, this is where it's very easy to get carried away, but not today, because I'm being a good lad on YouTube's. See, you've got really open views right across the moor, left to right. This section's been resurfaced recently as well, so it's left us with a really nice smooth surface. Flows very nicely. Good place to practice smooth and control riding this rather than blatting on and being heavy on the brakes. Unless that's your thing. You look down the valley, right down at the bottom of the valley is Alston. Motorcyclists out enjoying the road. Now the other thing I'd say about this road is there's a lot of motorcyclists I see who come up here right to the top, up and see at the top, ride down the other side, go to the filling station in Alston, meet up, have a chat, have a brew, go back again, and then 3 or 4 times during the day they ride up and down the Hartside Pass. Now it is a cracking road, let's be clear, as you can see. It's a really nice driver's road or rider's road, but there's more to this area than just the Hartside Pass. So if you are coming up here, by all means start off coming over the Hartside Pass, A686 down to Alston, but from here there are some absolutely cracking roads starting from Alston, so you can head out in a couple of directions towards Hexham or back towards Carlisle, or you can head sort of northeast out towards Bishop Auckland, Middleton and Teesdale, that sort of area. Whichever direction you choose from Alston. If you live in Alston and you like driving or riding, you're a lucky person, because there is not a bad road out of Alston in every direction. So you can notice where the tree line starts down there, so I'm already anticipating that it's going to be a little bit more restricted on view into there. And I'm not taking a full right line offside positioning because of the position that bike was in then. It's only about motorcyclists to get up to that centre line on right-handers. With no imagination, just imagine there's something coming the other way. Drop down the hill, like I say, your views get a bit more limited now. We've got trees and hedges and walls, properties, got some warning signs back to the left, company horses. And you can see Alston in the distance there. Down in the bottom of the valley you can see Alston, church spire, new buildings, houses. The highest town in England, the highest market town, something like that. It's the highest something. And there's the change in speed limit. So as you drop into Alston, remember when you've been going fast over the pass, it can feel like you're going slower than you actually are. So have a conscious check on these speed limits, because they will do some enforcement in these speed limit areas. So there we go, that's the A686 Hartside Pass, or the Hartside Pass section of the A686. This is where a lot of motorcyclists, drivers, a few fancy cars on there today, very nice. Obviously come to have a drive up and over the Hartside Pass. This is Alston village itself, so if you do a right there, that takes you over towards Bishop Auckland, Middleton in Teesdale. We carry on generally towards Hexham, that kind of direction. Another filling station down here, if that other one's busy. So I've started taking it for granted, the Hartside Pass. I'm going to have to be careful because it is a lovely road, it's a belting road. It's probably just because it's so close to where we stay in Penrith. I feel like I'm taking it for granted. Come out and try it. The easiest way to get here if you're coming from the south is up the M6 off at junction 40. Turn right, follow the signs for the A686 at the second roundabout, its second exit. There you go, you're on it. You're coming south, same thing, M6. Junction 40. If you're coming from the east of England, come over the A66 from Scotch Corner to get to Penrith. I recommend you do it in the direction that I've done it. It is still a lovely road going in the other direction, but you start with that fast flowing section and then you're downhill through all the twisties, when actually you're probably better off going uphill through those twisties to start with. It's your first time on there. Go out and enjoy it. Not ridden it before or driven it before, let me know what you think. But that's it for now. As we come out back out into the sun again, I'm off for a bit of a ride up towards Kielder, I think, and then the Scottish borders today. So thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to go and have a look at the website regslocal.com. Loads more information there about advanced and performance driving and riding. Information about the books that I've written and how you can get a day's drive or rider's training with me if you fancy a ride out on some of these roads. Why would you not? Come on, drop me an email through the website. But for now, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.